I'm ready. Is everyone else ready? Let's do this. Good morning. Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Hello, Christine. How are you? You good? I'm a happy little Vegemite this morning. I'm very happy, in fact. Life is good right now. So, I'm going to do some channeling for the collective with some cards. You're also able to get mini reads as well if you're interested in that. Check out that pinned comment. I've got Super Chat and Super Sticker working again now because I've sorted the tax thing out. Yay! So you can use that if you want for donations. And what else? And my fridge might be arriving this morning, so this could turn into an unboxing of a fridge. I've got it pay on delivery, and so I'm going to unbox it first just to make sure that the outside is all right because I have like no way of returning it unless the carrier takes it straight away, you know. So thank you, Christine. You know what I'm doing? Makeup. I'm learning about makeup. It's my new thing now. I'm learning about makeup. I'm watching videos of it. Like I've never been good at being girly like that, and I thought, you know, I'm going to do something. I got my highlighter, my concealer thing. It's a highlighter, I think. I don't know. I'm just learning. Anyway, I did that and I overdid it a little bit and I'd look like I got an eye mask on, like a white eye mask. I put too much of it on. Hi Beth. And yeah, so I know not to put too much of that on now. But yeah, and I did my eye makeup. Which is hard because it's like first thing in the morning and it's pretty dark. It doesn't look it. This is when it just about starts to get light, right? And so doing makeup when it's dark, it's so tricky. And my vanity mirror is kind of sunken away, which doesn't help. Nowhere near a window. And yeah, and then I get on here and put it on, and then I can see myself fully because the lighting here was really good. My eyes were like odd. So I had to blend and I think I need some good brushes because it seems to be when I'm watching like the tutorials and stuff, it seems they seem to do better at blending than I'm a beginner. I'm a beginner. That's all. Thank you though. Yeah, it's okay, isn't it? It took me a while. It took me a while this morning, but it is. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. Learning. Can you guys do makeup well? Thank you, Christine. Oh, I've got Fleeting Beauty. It's not going to last. Something's not going to last today. Excuse me. Chicken's on the last of her medication this morning. She's not with me. She's with the neighbours, so I just gave them the medication to give her. She's poking up. Hopefully tomorrow morning she doesn't start throwing up again. That's going to be the test of it. She's eating a lot. She needs to. She's gone super skinny. Hey Tara. Hey Jamie. So yeah, makeup. Oh, it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird to be putting makeup on at 6 a.m. But you know, and especially going out and seeing the neighbours and giving them the cat meds, and they're all like grunging in their PJs, 6:30 in the morning, and I'm like, ding, like I'm about to go out. It's a bit weird. But there you go. And I slept real good last night as well. Really good. And me and my Mr. Handsome had a few moments yesterday. We had a few moments gazing into each other's eyes and stuff. You used to do makeup until your sight went bad. My sight's going bad too. Hi, Connie. But I've ordered myself like a little compact mirror thing so that I can go and stand by the window and do it. Yeah. Morning, Mandy. Let's get some more cards out. So yeah, I've done the tax thing. I've sorted it out now. It was pretty easy in the end. I should have faced it earlier. So Super Chat Super Sticker is back up running. As you can use that for donations now if you want. PayPal's still always the best. I mean, YouTube did take more, I think. I don't know. They're not upfront about it. You've had a fabulous day. Woo! Oh, you launched your Etsy shop. Awesome. Oh, cool. I rarely leave the house without mascara on. But yeah, I wouldn't do this. Hi guys, got expression, got to speak up. Oh God, we're not doing that. We're not speaking. Like we are getting to know each other now and loosening up around each other. We actually held each other yesterday too. He suggested he stretch me, and so we had to grab onto each other's shoulders and stuff like in a half hug kind of thing. And I had a lingering moment after that. We were doing stretches and exercises and stuff laying next to each other, and he was telling me what to do. So we had moments where we were laying on the floor looking at each other, and he got so close to asking. He got so close to asking when I was leaving. He's like, Claire, see ya. See ya. And then he rode past me as I was riding home and waved again. It's building up the courage. It might be today. It might be Saturday. We'll see. Expression. Let's see what Chanty says. She once kept her ideas and feelings locked away in her heart where no one could see or hear them. It felt safe and secure, but alas, she felt so alone. No one truly knew her. She was longing to come out to play. Gathering her courage, she flung open the window in her mind and unlatched the doorway in her soul. She started to speak her mind and give voice to her heart. She could never again fit in that small, closed space of hiding. Soon her words grew into unabashed singing. What song are you keeping captive? What song at long last can you unleash into the world? Yeah, I didn't care what I looked like when I lived in Byron Bay either. Oh, grungy there, right? I didn't wear makeup. I even had a photo shoot, for the cover of my book, The Healing Path Within, that photo shoot. I don't think I use any of those photos on my website anymore, but for that photo shoot, I wasn't wearing makeup. And the photographer, she's like, I need to put some makeup on you. And I was going, oh, but I want to be authentic. And she's like, I need to put some makeup on you. Thank God she did. Yeah, that's good news, Jamie. How exciting. Start of things. Yes, it was a powerful Lionsgate this time, wasn't it? What else? I know. He's getting more fun as well. It's not like it wasn't fun before, but he's loosening up. We both are. We're both loosening up, and yeah, it's good. It's nice. It's nice that it's so slow, and it's nice. I like that about ties. They do it the traditional way. Of course, there's the plays and all that, of course. But if they're interested in a relationship, they do it. They slow. It's courtship. It's proper courtship. They're very traditional like that. In fact, very ridiculously so. Thank you. Yeah, very, very much. What was the saying? Thank you to there? Someone gave me money. Thank you, Tracy. Butterfly garden. So yeah, my fridge might be arriving this morning, so we might get interrupted by a phone call or they might just show up. I don't know. It might be this morning, tomorrow morning. Hey, pest. Oh, New Mexico. Yeah, it might show up, and I need to unbox it. So we'll just see how it goes. I might need to finish this early, is what I'm saying. I know. I smile in the morning. I wake up in the morning and I remember, and I have a big grin on my face. It's great. It's about time. It's about time I had someone good like that. And it's not frustrating me anymore, the wait, because it's really sweet. I'm enjoying it. Butterfly garden. Curiosity, discovery, small moments in life. A woman holds a blooming flower in her hand as she gazes toward the sky. On her head sits a butterfly closely examining the purple petals. Enjoying the situation, the woman stands still and quietly soaks in her surroundings. She does not want to disturb the scene. In our daily life, there's so many possible moments that could be precious if we just take the time to notice them. Be mindful of your surroundings and pay attention. Ask, why is that there? Then make connections. Small observations can lead to great discoveries. acceptance too. I've got the flower. Oh, you can't see it. I've got the flower ready for the pick a card read. I don't know what I'm doing yet for the pick a card read. Any ideas? Any suggestions? What did I do last time? Oh, a blind spot. So, Tracy, have you got a question for your reading? Past is being a past. I've got no donation from your past. You don't get a reading. Okay, what have we got here? We've got newness, creation. Wait, newer, creation. What number? No, she isn't a number. I forget where these decks say. Newer. Goddess of creation, Nua, is signaling to use the raw material of your life to create something meaningful, perhaps to find your very purpose. Yeah, the resources that we've got. Remember, I go on and on about that. The resources that we've got, because abundance is inside of us. It's all the resources that we've got inside of us. That's saying, use your resources, find your resources, use everything that you've got inside of you and in your physical world too. Start with what you've got. You know, it's like YouTube channels. You start with your phone. Start with whatever you've got, and you just do it. You just use whatever you've got. Tracy, high self relationship, please. Okay, let's do that for you. Thanks for your donation. Just bring you all down back here again. Oh, brilliant love. Best. Brilliant love. This isn't just any kind of love. This is brilliant love. This is saying, like, go for the very best. The very best of what you want. Oh, it's worth holding out for sure. I think. I believe. Let's see what else. Brilliant love. The best there is for you, of course. Okay. So you're doubting it at the moment. It's not. You're not doubting that you can love. You know you can do that. You're doubting that someone else is going to love you, right? So, yeah. It's almost like you've got yourself to the point where you know that you can love really well. Not perfectly, we can't do that, but you know you can love really well, so you're comfortable with that. But you're doubting others' abilities to love you, or maybe that there's just no one out there that can. I think there is. I think there is. So, I mean, I know that there is, but it's hard, isn't it? Because our beliefs get in the way when we've got those doubts. We can't see the ones that can. Anyway, this is your kind of sticking point. Is I am love. It's like how much you can be loved, really. And this is not about you receiving love. This is not saying you need to work on your receiving. Like there's something wrong with you, and that's why they're not loving you. It's not that. It's the belief in other people in itself that they can. I'm just trying to think about my life, really. I mean, it really is now. I've got myself to the point of just like loving myself completely and just being so happy by myself that I can do this now. I can do this really slow thing and be cool with it. Not want to rush it because I'm not grasping for anything anymore. I'm just wondering now into that about the doubt. Yeah. And I had doubts about him straight away. Like I had my usual stuff came up. The past stuff, the liars, you know, the ones that have told me they're not married when they are and had other people lie for them too. And it's like, oh God, he's going to be married. That came up. The whole play thing came up as well because of my experience with players. It's like, oh God, he's going to be a player. So the fears come up, but don't let the doubt cause a firm belief. Try and be loose about it. Try and be curious instead. Well, this could be true. Like, your fears are going to speak up all the time, aren't they? But you need to not make it into a belief. Does that make sense? Anyway, go for brilliant love. Brilliant love. So let's get some tarot out. I'll try and do this a little bit quicker because I do think that the fridge is arriving today. And from what my neighbours said, because it comes on the night boat, because it's big, it'll arrive 2 hours ago, so it'll be like as soon as they start doing the deliveries, as soon as they get it off the boat, it'll be arriving. You're welcome. I'm excited for my fridge. You know what else is arriving today? My new fancy Dyson fan air purifier thing. I'm hoping the lid's going to be long enough so I can put it there. There. And have it's got a remote, so I can I could sit here and change it and stuff, so I don't have to get up when I'm working. We've got here the Elementalist again. It's that same message from that card before. Using the resources that we've got. Hey, Mystic. Using all of the resources that we've got. The Elementalist uses all the resources that we've got. So, what didn't I say? That's what Noel was talking about. What didn't I say? So we use all the resources that we've got inside of ourselves, our skills, our talents, our energy, our time, our focus, all of that. And we use all the resources we've got to. Yeah, I was talking about YouTube and starting with what you've got, the computer that you've got, the phone that you've got, and all of that. This could be talking about, yeah, all of your resources. All of your resources. I need to start getting ready to apply for my retirement visa too, which is going to be quite a process because I need to open up a Thai bank account. So I need a Thai person with a business, and I plan to those, to not sponsor me, but kind of just go into the bank with me and go, I vouch for her. And then I can open that up, and then I can transfer the money into it to apply for my retirement visa. Retired! Oh my God. The Mystic. But I need to apply for it in like 3 months' time, so I better get going on that because all of that process, I don't think you can transfer like the amount of money. It's a lot of money from Australia to Thailand into the bank accounts all in one go. From what I've heard, I think you've got to do it bit by bit, so I better start now. Hey, Chris. How are you? The Mystic. So the resources we've got inside of ourselves includes the mystic within, the intuition. The intuition. I think my guides are messing with me, because I had that reading, my weekly reading, and the cards that came out for me the weekend, it was all heartbroken stuff, and I'm like, no, it's going so well, no, don't let it be this. And none of it has eventuated. I'm like, are you assholes? And I think it's for this reason, because I got to trust myself, right? More than the cards. Got to trust what's going on. And I think that was the message in today's energy update as well, is you got to trust real life. The red flags that people show, and you're not a reading saying that they're the person. If they're showing you red flags, they're not your person, Or maybe not every red flag. We can work things out sometimes, but I think the majority of us have been blind, either been blind or just being people pleasing to red flags, being way, way too willing to try and work through it or help them to release it or whatever, Remember, we want someone that's doing the work themselves, right? So if they're doing the work themselves, they don't need us to make that much effort for them. But of course, there will be relationship skills in there too. I feel like the camera's really high up. It's the same height as it was before because I don't change it. Anyway, let's get more cards out. So the Mystic, yeah. So we've got to be careful around our intuition at the moment, because we want it to work for us and not against us, right? And it can work against us sometimes. Readings can work against us sometimes. Sometimes it can be carrots and kind of lead us into something, but sometimes it can be anti-carrots, anti-nutrient carrots that make us not believe something anymore, that we're getting experience of it, you know. There's the King of Wands. Yep, the one that gets what he wants. Well, he's gotta ask, hasn't he? King of Wands goes out there, claims what they want. What else? Got the Queen of Wands there. What's come out now? And we've got to remember as well with that mystic thing is the intuition. We shouldn't be asking the universe all the time, because we're the creators of our life, right? It's like, well, what do you want? Ask the universe, is this right for me or not? Well, the universe says, well, what do you want? Seven of Swords. Don't want this. Don't want deception. Okay, yeah, so this message at the moment seems to be saying we need to get into real life more. Away from the readings and into real life more. In other words, noticing what's going on and believing it. The elements, maybe that's what the elements is about as well. And not deceiving ourselves. Seven of Swords. But the Seven of Swords is also about being upfront and honest about things so that we can get everything that we want, instead of being deceptive about it to try and underhandedly get what we want. To try and what am I saying? Manipulate what we want, or please people enough, or do the right thing. You know, it's that whole if someone has got something going on but we want something different out of them, we can't. There's nothing we can do to override their energy, right? There's nothing we can do to stop a narcissist being a narcissist. There's nothing we can do to stop an abuser being an abuser. There's nothing that we can do to make someone want a committed relationship if they don't want a committed relationship, etc. So we've got to believe what's in front of us, not deceive ourselves that there's something we can do to manipulate it. And so that means not believing every article out there on how to keep a man or all of that crap, how to make them fall in love with you. It's impossible, right? But we read shit like that. I used to get Cosmopolitan magazine. It was full of crap like that. Worse than that, when I was at uni, my friend Sarah, she used to get Bella magazine. That was terrible. And it's kind of amusing, but it's kind of undermining to us too when we read those kind of things. Does anyone read that kind of stuff anymore? I'm happy to see that when a sponsored ad for something like that is put on Facebook, a lot of people calling them out on it. Get out of here. There's nothing you can do to keep your man off, to get them to love you. They either do or they don't. You just got to choose. I had a town moment this weekend. Oh, wow. Find out your dad might not be your biological father. Whoa. Did they know? That's crazy. Wow. Wow. That's big. Yes. Okay, I'm not getting any more of those out. So we've not got to deceive ourselves. Easier said than done, isn't it? Because at the same time, we're trying to love ourselves and soothe ourselves, and sometimes that involves an element of self-deception, doesn't it? In other words, we've got to convince ourselves of a different story Then you. Could be your father's brother. Whoa. Wow. What a trip. How are you feeling about it? Strange, isn't it? Got the Knight of Wands here. Why is he a knight? Why is he not a king? Why is he just being a knight? Put you there and read you out. I've got to be careful. I knocked this on the floor in one of the dailies. It bounced and it didn't break. But I've got a new stand for it and it's teeny tiny. I wanted, because I don't like the black thing when I pick it up from the pick a card reads and you can see the big black hair tie there. I wanted one that was matching colour, so I bought a whole bag of different coloured, multicolored head things from hairbands from China. And they arrived yesterday. So yeah, dad's your uncle's your dad. Misplaced. Yeah. It's certainly a tower moment, isn't it? Because that's what towers are all about. Dodgy foundations. It's the foundations. It's like, oh, foundation of everything that I thought I knew about myself is shaken. Wow. That's true, Melissa, yeah. But it's still weird, isn't it? Uncle Dad. Dunkel. Let's read the Knight of Wands out. So we've got the King of Wands, then we've got the Knight of Wands. Yay, guess what I did this morning? I tested my blood pressure. That's not that exciting for everyone else, I know. But I haven't done it for 2 weeks because it was stressing me out. So 2 weeks I've been on meds, I think something like that. And it was 134 over 84. So much better than it has been. And that's in the good range. That's in the... And I could feel it. I could feel it because when I'm doing my workouts, I do this watch and then the trainers want to know because they want to get my heart rate really high. And Mr. Hanson gets my heart rate much higher than the other trainer. The other trainer is more insistent. I think he's trying to kill me and give me a heart attack. He's like, I want to get your heart rate to 170. But my heart rate only goes to 170 when my blood pressure is high. It doesn't when it's lower. I'm getting aware of my blood pressure. I'm getting aware through my state. I can feel it. I can feel when there's a problem, especially when I'm exercising. I can feel it now. So that's good. I'm more in tune with myself. Yours is good now too. Awesome, Chris. What's yours at? I'm happy at 140, but of course I would like it lower than that. But 134 is great. Find out your parents were not your parents when you're about 7. I'm not young. I'm 50. She's still young, yeah, but yeah. You can't be too pretty to have high blood pressure. What the hell? I know, progress at last. Whoa. I could feel it though. So that's the good thing now is that it's given me a new sense of awareness about myself and my health, which I prefer. I don't want to use machines. I want to be able to feel it. I'm in tune with myself in so many ways. I don't want a doctor to tell me these numbers on this screen means that you're sick when I'm like bouncing around, full of energy, feeling fantastic, sleeping brilliantly, eating brilliantly. And like, don't tell me I'm sick when I'm not sick. 125 over 70. That's awesome, Chris. And you on medication? That's awesome. That's what I want. I want that. I want 125 over 70 would be awesome. Good job. Knight of Wands. Self-assured, fearless, confident, and restless. Okay. So the King of Wands goes in and claims what it is that he wants in full confidence. The Knight of Wands is more bravado, confidence, rushing in there too fast. Get it? The difference? This one has got false confidence. So it's like I watched a video last night. It was really good. It was about the what's it called? There's a card that comes out with it on. The things that seem like they should be the opposite. The opposite should be true, but they like you those who are successful fail more times than those that are failures. Like you got to love yourself. You got to be happy with by yourself alone before you can have a healthy relationship. And one of them, oh yeah, one of them is that knowledge is that the people that think that they know the most know the least, and but the most convinced that they're right, and they're the least right. And those that know the most know just how little they still know, and so that they're the least confident. Yours was at 130 over it tonight. Imagine the lowest dose. You can tell too. Isn't it good? It's good, isn't it, to tune into that, especially in our old age. Retirement. Oh my God, I'm going to be retired. Well, not of course. I'm going to carry on doing what I'm doing. I never intend to retire, but on a retirement visa. It's weird. After everything you've worked toward and experienced, your personal goals and ambitions have become crystal clear. You have the self-determination to make things happen and the courage and conviction to pursue your dreams with confidence and ease. Make sure you plan accordingly, or you may feel too rushed along the way. Yeah, there's a rushing in to do with this, you know, rushing in, rushing on in there before he's really ready, you know. Knight of Wands is an affectionate and disciplined individual. They're able to balance their emotions in order to take power and control of their lives. But understand the surface, but underneath the surface, they are highly sensitive. This person does not forget harsh words easily and sometimes has trouble letting go of negative attachments. The Knight of Wands is also very determined when it comes to getting things done. They have a vision and a drive to reach their goals, but sometimes can be too hasty and impulsive due to their enthusiasm. So yeah, this is someone that doesn't know that much and rushes in. I'm just like picking up on like guys that have asked me out, the ones that rush in and think that they're good enough for me or something. And there's just like no way that I'd choose them. So it's the younger ones that are just kind of like, meh. When you're like, you know so little that you're too brave to come and ask me. Do you know what I mean? It's the wrong ones. Hmm. 59. Oh, it's your birthday. You're gonna be a great grandma. I've got a while to go with that. That's exciting though, isn't it? A Knight of Wands. So we've got the King and the Knight of Wands here. Could be someone on the verge between the two, fluctuating between the two. Sometimes in that, in other words, you know, sometimes in the king energy, sometimes in the knight energy, or sometimes in the princess energy, sometimes in the queen energy. Meaning, sometimes we're like, I'm good, I'm loving myself, I'm by myself, I'm happy by myself, and then like, but I wanna have someone. I'm feeling a bit weak. I need to be loved by someone else. That kind of thing, you know. So fluctuating between the two. Be careful you don't rush in when you're being the princess or the knight. Let's get another one of these out. So I'm trying not to knock this off because it's unstable now. Queen of Cups. And she's like, who are you being this time? Are you the knight or are you the king? Like, could you get stable, please? Even the cat. Look at that look. They're both like, are you serious? Don't want to receive just anything. You dated a guy for a week. He was an asshole. When I broke up with him, he said I should have been glad I even knew him. my God. Uh, do you know who I am? Those kind of people. They're narcissists, aren't they? Well, maybe not a full-blown narcissist, but that is a narcissistic thing to say for sure. You should be happy I asked you out. Holy crap. Kind of pissed on, are you? So actually, no. I could have done without that experience. Thanks, see ya. The Queen of Cups. Here she is. She's psychic. She's introspective, psychic, loving, compassionate, honest, and healing. Queen of Cups. The evolution and growth of loving relationships with others. Oh. A time to listen to your inner voice and psychic abilities. Being able to heal oneself or others. I don't have to be psychic to know that my man likes me. He stares at me. When the last round that he trained me yesterday, I was laying on the ground because I do sit-ups at the end of each round, and he stands on my feet. And so I was like, I collapsed on the floor and I was breathing really heavily because it just worked me really hard for like 4 minutes or something. And I had my eyes closed and I opened my eyes and he's like looking down at me and then I went like this. He stares at me so much. Catch him. Don't need to be psychic to see it. Being able to heal oneself or others. It may be that you will offer counsel, wisdom, or advice to those who are in need. Careful of doing that, though. You don't want to take on a knight or a princess, right? Try and do it for them. King them up. Queen them up. No. Or so tell them, I know there's a queen or a king in there. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do it for them. Let them do their own work. I like dog lovers. I like cat lovers. The Queen of Cups is an expressive and nurturing individual who's deeply attuned to the emotional needs of others. They're honest and gentle and will always communicate from their higher self and innate psychic abilities. This person is warm, kind-hearted, and empathizes with all. The Queen of Cups may also come off as quiet, shy, but is highly intelligent and strong in their convictions. Yeah. It's good. It's really great energy, and we know that, don't we? But we know that how it can work against us as well. There's always that negative expression of it, right? There's always a negative expression of it, of anything that we've got inside of us. So we've just got to like navigate ourselves and learn enough about ourselves and how other people actually are and what they're actually showing us in real life to kind of not have our beautiful gifts that we've got work against us, get us in trouble. Oh, jury duty. That could be interesting. I've never done jury duty. I've never stayed in one place long enough as a citizen. So Queen of Cups again. Queen of Cups. What's she got to tell us in this book? It might be something I've missed. Whenever I get double cards out, I'm like, are you telling me that I'm not saying it properly? Guides. I'm missing something. I don't know what's wrong with Chicken. She's on meds. She's having the last of her meds this morning. She's eating better. She's perking up. She's eaten a lot, in fact, because she's gone super, super skinny. But she was okay on meds before, and then when she comes off them, then she's sick. So it's tomorrow morning that we'll know. She's okay. She was trouble at the vets. She's biting them all. They hate her. It's like, she's so sweet. But she's very selective. She likes me. She likes the couple that live there. She likes Papa, the old man, fruit fairy. And she's okay about the couple. Came to see her last night and they're giving me food and the meds and stuff like that. They're okay. She's okay with them. Everyone else, and other cats, no. She's like, she doesn't like other cats. She's quite particular. A murder in Byron Bay. Did you do it, Christine? Or did they count you out? I think it's tomorrow's energy update that she throws up in behind me. It's a huge deck. The kid's saying it's beautiful. It's huge though. Okay, Queen of Cups. What did I miss? She's caring, she's emotional, she's loving, she's sensitive, she's kind-hearted, she's empathy, she's a counselor. When the Queen of Cups comes up, yeah, she's maybe you or a woman in your life who's caring and kind. She's wise and loving and has a motherly nature. Yeah, it could be that. Motherly nature. Right. So one thing that I knew from my wounded inner child was I wanted to mother everybody. I wanted to be everyone's mum who didn't have that loving mum. That was misguided of me. It was actually me that needed the loving mum that I'd never had. And so that was my inner child crying out and me trying to be that for others. When I hadn't done it for myself, it was the wrong way to go, but I learned from it. And so sometimes it's that what we're trying to give out is most what our inner child is crying for. And so that could be why the Queen of Cups is coming up over and over again, because it could be that the gifts that you've got, you're still trying to give to other people instead of realizing, oh, I've got this gift. I've got this thing inside of myself because I need it. It's like a nutrient or something. You've got this nutrient and your body's craving it, but instead of eating the thing that you're craving because your body needs that nutrient, you're like, oh, this thing that I'm craving, I'm gonna give it to him, I'm gonna give it to her, I'm gonna give it to everybody but myself. This card could be telling you to let your tough exterior down and be more sensitive. Perhaps someone needs your loving side right now but can't seem to get on that level with you because you've got a tough exterior. I'm not holding such a tough exterior anymore. I'm softened up. It's not like he says that I'm scary, but he says that I scare more children. But that's just because I am scary when I'm fighting. I don't think I'm that scary to him. I think the situation, yes, I get that. We've got to take it slowly. I get that because it's important. When you live in a small community like this, it's important to do the right thing. You can do whatever you want with tourists that are only here for a couple of days, as long as you're not like doing it in front of everybody. But with the people that live here, you don't mess. Anyway, some of you might need to soften up. Maybe I need to soften up a little bit more. The Queen of Cups may also signify you being a bit of a daydreamer. Oh, and while this is great to do it at times, sometimes it's best to be realistic. There we go. That's that message again of being realistic. We've got to see what's going on in the world around us because we're human beings and we're the creator spirits. We're making it up. We're not trying to follow a plan for us. We're making it up as we go along. And so, hence, being in the real world and noticing that. Should we see who else comes out? We're going to do it. The last minute, a guy decided he couldn't do it. Oh, so they had to throw you all away. One time I had to go. Oh, 8.5 months pregnant. Yeah, that would do it. Because how could you sit like it's these court cases? They can take a long time. Imagine giving birth in the middle of it. Hang on a minute, I've got to push. It can last a long time. Stressful. I imagine. I don't know. I've never done it. I have been the first witness in a public prosecution case, which means I was the victim of a crime. All right. That was stressful enough. The Three of Pentacles are the people I'm planning, and a Seven of Wands. Gotta have a plan of action, especially with other people. A lot of other people energy coming out lately. Other people. Being involved with other people, but especially planning. Seven of Wands. Need to read the Seven of Wands out. Thirsty. I'm thirsty. I couldn't be bothered eating last night. I went for my massage yesterday and then treated myself to lunch on the way back, and I was so hungry that yeah, because I'd done like a full days of calories of working out calories by lunchtime, and then I was getting a massage, and so when I finished the massage I was ravenous. I'd eaten before. I'd eaten twice. I'd eaten my breakfast, and then I'd done my training, then I'd eaten something else, and then I'd gone for the thing, but I was just so hungry. So I had this big meal at beautiful cafe that's here, and had cake after it as well, because I was just hadn't stopped eating by the time I'd finished the meal. So in the evening, just couldn't be bothered. I had granola and milk. I went to bed. That's it. Oh yeah, you need to pee a lot when you're pregnant. My friend's pregnant now. It's so cool. I'm so excited for them. So excited for them. They're such a lovely couple. It's bringing it all back, you know, to me. I mean, it was a long time ago. My eldest is about to turn 30. Insane. Challenges, determination, strong will, assertive, strong will. Strong will twice. When the Seven of Wands comes up in a reading, have you been struggling to get on top? Or did you finally get to the top and you're still fighting to stay there? Whether you're trying to reach a goal or struggling to keep that goal, this card reminds you to keep your determination and yourself in check. Okay, so it's ease up on it. Don't push for it. It's like that self-love thing, isn't it? When we're happy by ourselves. In other words, not pushing for a relationship. That's when it shows up. So whenever we feel ourselves with that determination to make something happen, especially with the manipulation or the false bravado and all of that stuff that's come up already, just let that be a sign of why am I pushing here, because I don't need to, right? Be assertive and keep your dignity. Hold to your own, so to speak. Life will be challenging and constantly shows us how strong we can really be. This card may also indicate someone harassing you, trying to use you as a scapegoat or challenging you. But what they don't know is that you are already one step ahead and will not be taken advantage of. Absolutely. Will not be taken advantage of. Just don't even try. I need something to drink. No, that's not coffee. That's water. Oh, fridge. I hate you. I can't wait to have my new fridge. To have a freezer that I can actually open and use that freezes things. That would be nice. But I don't have to break the door to get into because it's got ice all around it. So then scatters my whole place with ice. A functional fridge would be great. Did you get really emotional when you were pregnant? Because I used this when I was pregnant. I got myself some more of it now. Rescue Remedy, natural stress relief. This is brilliant for the emotions when you're pregnant. I buy a bottle of this every time one of my friends was pregnant. I made it a thing, and because it works so well when you're pregnant. For that emotional about everything thing that goes on. And so I bought her a bottle of it, and I bought a bottle myself as well. And my friends way back way back in my 20s. My friends that were getting pregnant, and I'd given them a bottle of that. Congratulations, you're pregnant. Here you go. I'm not giving you baby stuff. I'm giving you this. It's for you. And it became a thing. They were like, oh my God, it works so well. And then they would do the same, start buying it for their friends when they were pregnant. You didn't? Oh God, I did so much. Maybe it was part of the trauma thing or something. I don't know. But I would cry so much, just be triggered by anything, especially around kids. It's probably my inner child. But yeah, anything happened to a kid or anything just like in the slightest bit sad. I'm a little bit like that at the moment because I'm doing a lot of inner child healing at the moment. You know, like that guy, what's his name? I shared in our Facebook group, Psychic Cafe, no muggles allowed if you're not in there already. I think he's called Patrick something. He's a psychotherapist, psychologist maybe, and he does inner child work. And you know, I've done a lot of it already, but just watching his videos, there'll just be thing here or there that triggers something again and brings out the emotions. And it's just so fascinating, his stuff. He does a lot of role playing stuff around narcissism, all kinds of things. It's great watching him. Crying 1 minute, laughing the next. Yeah, you cried over Disney movie endings. That's what I mean. It's like everything just becomes a weepy moment, like the Disney stuff. Yeah, yeah. One extreme to the other. Isn't it weird? It's just the hormones go wild. Anyway, this is the stuff. If your friends are emotional during pregnancy, I think everyone is really a bit, but it's fantastic. And you just put like a couple of drops underneath your tongue, or you can put it in water. It's very strong. It's in brandy, so now I'm not drinking alcohol. It's very strong. Scared to death if you're a parent like yours. Yeah, it's a scary thing, isn't it? I mentioned it in the energy update today as well. We're all damaged. All of our inner children are damaged because none of us know how to parent. We try our best, don't we? But yeah, that very kind of damaging, very damaging cultures. I don't know, people seem to be less damaged here emotionally. But then some Westerners say here that their children are spoiled. They're kind of, I can see why they think that, but it is very healthy, I think. Healthier than the culture that I grew up in, anyway. Let's get some more cards out. So, what was this about? Deceit. I can't remember. Other people. Other people. Did I tell you all? I think it was after the last show. I had to go to the supermarket after training. I know, it might not have been after training. I had to go to the supermarket anyway, and it's past Mr. Hansom's place. And as I was riding past, I looked in, and one of his family members was there and smiled, and then started talking about me to the rest of them. So he's told them, which is quite something. Spoiling children with love and affection is not the same as with material things. Yeah, they're not spoiled with material things here. They are well, they let do what they want to do, really. They're not so controlled. Yeah. No, not a personal read, Sunflower. This is for the general. Yeah, it's that fine line, isn't it, between discipline and letting them and nurturing them. And like I said, none of us are of perfect parents. We do our best, but we tend to do it kind of opposite of the way that our parents did it, you know. Trying to get that balance, like we do within ourselves, that roller coaster that I talk of, we go from one extreme to the other. We do that in generations too, one extreme to the other. What else? Three of Cups. People coming together. Queen of Cups again. That's 3 Queens of Cups that we've got out here. What are you trying to tell me? I'm going to have to read it out of this one now. Apparently we need to know everything about the Queen of Cups today. If you want a personal read, Sunflower, you check out that pinned comment at the top of the live chat. Tells you how to get one. You can do it by Super Chat Super Sticker. Okay. Thank you, Jamie. Queen of Cups. Just like this. Oh, I didn't get it. I went to get the box and I didn't get it. Forgetful. Okay, the light says, what's the light says? Queen of Cups like? Maybe we need to truly own our Queen of Cups, own our gifts that we've got, those feminine gifts and that mothering and stuff. Instead of pushing it away, you know, because we've all experienced that, the negative aspects of it, like codependency, like always, you know, giving more than we get back, things like that. We've not got to switch off the Queen of Cups. We just got to find that balance, and I think that's why she's coming out so much. It's Queen of Cups. We've not got any other queen out. We've got the King of Wands. The masculine's in the wands and the feminine's in the cups. She's extremely intuitive. Highly attuned emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. That's what it's about. Because the Queen of Cups without emotional intelligence, without knowing herself and being emotionally intelligent, she can be a total pushover, doormat, codependent, controlling or suppressing emotions, feeling insecure, and needing to listen more, irrational. How many times have guys said women are irrational, emotional, and all of that? They're pointing out the negative aspects of the Queen of Cups. Emotional blackmail, there it is. Emotional blackmail is the toxic feminine. It's that manipulation, emotional manipulation and stuff. That's not emotionally intelligent, is it? Being melodramatic, an opportunity to be responsible for your own emotions. Yeah, so some of us maybe have turned away from our Queen of Cups, turned away from that loving feeling because we've been working so much on the negative aspects of the Queen of Cups, the codependency, the manipulation, all of that. We're feeling that. We're gaining some emotional intelligence. And we've got to bring back that loving feeling. The Queen of Cups is one of the most intuitive characters of the tarot. Floating in a dreamlike state of spiritual connection, she asks, how well your emotions have been serving you lately? Oh, interesting question. How well have your emotions been serving you lately? Oh, are they serving you, your emotions, lately? And reminds you that you have the ability to connect on a much deeper level. Oh, so I want to. You know, there's a funny thing that's happening with me and Mr. Handsome. So when we try and talk to each other people talk over the top. Keeps on happening. And he's very careful with that. He'll wait for the other person to stop speaking over the top of us, and then he'll go, quiet, and he'll listen. I don't know why that popped into my head. But yeah, I have the ability to connect on a much deeper level. But we've got to know when to go there and when not to go there. In other words, when we meet someone with red flags, let's not override that and then try and go in deep and fix them. That's where we trip ourselves up, right? Go in deep when someone's showing us that they want to go in deep with us, you know, or it's safe to. Yeah, protect the inner child. Feel and accept your emotional intuition. Your emotional doors shut tight, and we need to do that sometimes. He's so respectful. Jamie is so respectful. I've never known anything like it. Really, I've never experienced anything like it. He's so respectful. Top guy. Listening closely as a way to understand what's truly going on. There I wasn't listening. I was listening to something that was going on in my head. Listening closely as a way to understand what's truly going on. Face value. Taking people at face value. Listening, truly watching them, listening, paying attention to what they're actually showing you. Like I said, most people aren't good people, you know, most people aren't. So I used to have this dodgy Queen of Cups thing going, but seeing the best in everyone. I'm just like, oh, there's good in everyone, and no one's doing anything on purpose and all of this. And although some of that's true, we've got to realize, you know, if you're in the snake pit, you've got to realize what snakes are like. They're the second deadliest animal. No, third. Humans are the second. First is mosquitoes, second is humans, third is snakes. We're more dangerous than snakes, but they're up there with it. And so that tells you something. First most deadly animal, mosquitoes. Second most deadly animal, human beings. Third, snakes. You would be wary if you were in a pit full of snakes, right? Humans are more dangerous. Be warier of human beings than you are of snakes and spiders. And definitely sharks, because they're not even like in the top 10. And we've got to realize that. We've got to be truthful and honest about it. There's a lot of messed up people who are harming people. There's a lot of them. Like, we've got an explosion of narcissists right now because it's been lauded, because they've been able to continue being like that. They've been rewarded for that. Narcissists have been rewarded for it still. And so there's an explosion of them. They've got no need to change what they're doing at all because they're not getting any negative feedback from it. We've got to stop that. We've got to stop that. So, listening closely is a way to understand what's truly going on. Let's not be all super nice to people anymore, people pleasing and going, but they just had a hard childhood and they mean well. They don't mean well. They don't. They're deadlier than snakes. Okay. Point taken. And ensure that other people feel heard when you communicate with them. Yes. Devote time to their emotional cues. Where my mind went before when I got distracted and I wasn't paying attention was yesterday. I almost had an accident in the gym because I was using the thing, an ab roller. And as I was going for it, it's a spring loaded one. He let me use it. He uses that one usually, it says. But it's a little bit easier, and you roll them forward. It's like a wheel with two handles. You roll it forward and then you pull back. It's spring loaded, and like he can do them full body, like going from standing to almost laying on the floor and back up with his spring loaded one. He's got to do it on his knees with a normal one. So swapsies. I do it with his spring loaded one on my knees while I'm building up just that movement. And if you take the weight off it, it springs back towards you and it's scary. Some of the girls won't use it because of that. Well, I had one of those moments. I kind of flopped on the floor And because my weight was taken off, it kicked back and it nearly hit me in the face. And as it was flying towards my face, luckily I've got quick reactions because fighting training. And so I moved my face out of the way. He reacted big to that. I was watching me do it because he was watching me do it because I was asking him about my form because I was feeling it on one side of my abs more than the other. He had a big emotional reaction to that, watching that happen to me. He's very protective. Okay. Devote time to their emotional cues and see the divine beauty in all of life's experiences. It takes both sun and shadow to make the ocean floor sparkle. Thank you, Lindsay. It takes both sun and shadow to make the ocean floor sparkle. Oh, I like that. It takes both sun and shadow to make the ocean floor sparkle. In shadow, this card can indicate that you're out of touch with your emotions or that you're suppressing your feelings while refusing to see the obvious. If you feel any insecurities around openly connecting with others, grow into a better partner by vulnerably sharing your own tender heart. Takes more than a mood-winning smile. Exactly. It takes more than just a handsome face. And I find it insulting, you know, when like this Knight of Wands characters, when these come into my life and go, "You're hot." I look good, okay. Great. That's not a compliment to me. It's like, what do you expect me to do with that? You know? Nah, it's got to be more than that. It's got to be way more than that. It's like, you don't even know me. You know, people that say that they like me, I'm like, you don't know me. What you're saying? You like the way I look? Well, great, thanks, but nah. Indira, should I worry about Jay being too giving and thoughtful? Should you worry about it? Why would you worry about it? You think you're being love bombed? Should Indira worry about it? No, don't worry about it. Do you think you're being love bombed? Do trust your intuition though. Let's find out about this. Jay. Tell about Jay. What's this? Mindy. Get plenty of that. Thanks, Gabe. Indira. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. So why would you be worried about that? Because you think you're being love bombed, or with the potential of being love bombed? Doesn't necessarily mean that they're doing that, though, does it? You've got create and face a situation here. So yes, this needs facing, whatever it is. It's probably just insecurity in you. Just insecurity. I mean, I know it's a hard thing to get over from past experiences. So why have you created that? You haven't created it. The being who Joe's being whoever the being, but you're seeing it a certain way. You're making it mean something because of previous experiences. So detachment and blame. Oh, so you're blaming yourself for it. Okay, so you've not seen it. Right. So it's about, right, you've been love bombed in the past, obviously, to be scared of that. Scared of someone being nice to you. Worried. Like, should this be a worry? Someone's being nice to me. Should this be a worry? And you've got to stop blaming yourself for that. So they were being who they were being. Yeah. Those past people. You've got to fear. What this is saying is that you're clinging to that fear of it because you think that you created the situation last time. You didn't create the situation last time, but you were in it and you let it happen. Now, so because you were in it and you let it happen, some kind of a love bombing thing. So someone giving to you when they were trying to manipulate you, right? That's what it is. because you were in that and you've learned from it, now you've become hyper vigilant to it. Yeah. And so you didn't create it. The key here is that you've got to detach from blaming yourself about it. We don't heal ourselves to try and be like this perfect energy so that everyone that comes into our lives are perfect energy around us. That's not the way it works. We heal ourselves and we learn from ourselves to be able to deal with every situation that arises. So this blaming yourself for it doesn't help. It's a fine line, isn't it? Between blaming ourselves and from learning from it, knowing our part in it and knowing how not to do it again, knowing how to recognize it. So you're doing the right thing in recognizing it. Do you need to be worried about it? No, but you are worried about it because you've had that experience before. And even if this is a love bombing situation, you guys aren't going to tell you about it because you need to be in it. You wouldn't have created it to have this experience if it wasn't teaching you to discern, is it or isn't it? To discern the signs of love bombing, of manipulation, and all of that. Yeah. Guys wouldn't tell you. I know that. They're like that. So just keep going then. Just keep going, getting to know them and look out for the signs of the love bombing thing. Gabe, high self message for you. For the weekend, what you got going on this weekend? Are you writing or are you waiting? Let's see. Oh, you're doing something brilliant. It's a bit risky there, but you do something brilliant. It feels like, I don't know what it feels like. Could be anything really. Taking a risk. You need to take a risk this weekend. Could be speaking up. It could be, I don't know, going bungee jumping or something like that. It could be, well, it's something that's going to be really good there. Feels like it's something new. Yeah, you might just be showing willing, Indira. I agree that. I would be the same. I would be like wary. 7 gifts. It might just be a try hard. Yeah, I would be wary of that too. Just keep your eye on them. Gabe, you'll be taking a risk this weekend. Something new, doing something new or something that's out of your comfort zone, but definitely do it. If you feel like trying something new. Oh, wow, this is really good, Gabe. You've got new beginning and success. No waiting, no writing. Doing something new. There's a lot there for you. That's what I'm hearing. Try something that you've not tried before. Could be in something that you're already doing. What do I mean by that? Could be something that you're already doing, but putting it out there more. It could be, yeah, it's something that's out of your comfort zone. What are you thinking of doing, Gabe? Very good cards for this weekend for you. It is a bit of a red flag, isn't it? 7 gifts. It's like someone telling you that they love you on the first date. Right? Like just what I was talking about before. I like you. You don't even know me. You've only looked at me. Tell me that you think I look beautiful or whatever. One of Mr. Hanson's friends came along to the gym and he said hi, how beautiful I was. And Mr. Hanson went, he laughs a lot. Mm. So in theory, you might have there might be codependency there. It might be codependent. It doesn't feel like love bombing to me. Keeps on telling you that you're perfect. Should just tell him. Just wait and see. You'll see that I'm not. Oh, you think I'm perfect? Let me show you. And again, that's the importance. Was that last time? Was it on Wednesday that I was saying that? The importance of being ourselves especially when we're dating and stuff like that. We've got to be ourselves. We've got to be ourselves. It's another thing about dating, isn't it? It's just so fake. It's such a fake pursuit because we're not ourselves really in it, are we? It's the show. It's not real. I don't know how anyone does dating. It's just not real. Yeah, slow down. You know, in the past I have been known to go too fast in relationships, absolutely, and that's a red flag in me. And I noticed that red flag in me, and I slow myself right down. Like someone asked me why you're running from Mr. Handsome like a few weeks ago when he first came in. Is that a red flag in me? No, it's like me knowing the red flags in me and to rush in and knowing that I need to take it slowly. Do you know what I mean? Be interesting, hey, if you've attracted a codependent. I would just, yeah, keep on observing. Could be showing you something about yourself. Or show, like one of those ugly mirrors that I talk about that show us what we do ourselves, but in the extreme fashion. So we can go, oh, God, is this what I've been like with people? But he's doing it to the extreme. Could be. That's when Christine, that's so funny, put off by relationships that you stop trying to look nice, no makeup, wear blokes' clothes, haven't shaved in 12 months. I like it. But that's, you do that kind of thing, that's when you'll have like a lot of people wanting you because they want real people, right? It's a good way of doing it though, because you do get the authentic ones there. Why? Because they get to know you. I've got a friend and she used to get hit on like constantly. I mean, it's bad enough with me, but she used to get hit on constantly. She'd wear like full makeup, like more than that I'm wearing now, like full makeup all the time. I'm like, I'd say to my friends, I don't know how she can do it because it wears me out anyway, the amount of attention that I get because of my looks. Wearing full makeup and getting dressed up all the time, it would just be exhausting. I can't deal with that amount of crap from guys. I can't. And girls too. You get more crap from girls as well if you're doing that or if you're prettier. So, nah. Oh, God, no. So, you're more likely to get the real ones by doing that. That's it. You got to be yourself. And that's why don't go on dates. Just like be working out at the gym with them. That's why I've got to do that. It's got to be in real life with me, opening up slowly like this, getting to know each other properly in different situations. How does he react when a thing is about to hit me in the face? How does he react when his mate says I'm beautiful? How does he react when I almost said something? Because he picks on my friend. But they're just playful together, and but he's like mean boy to her. And she's like, Claire, he picks on me all the time. And I almost said to her, they do that when they like you. But I knew better to do that than to do that because I didn't want to put him in that situation of him feeling awkward or him thinking that I think that he likes her instead of me. I don't know. I don't want to do that to him. But it's just seeing people seeing them in different situations. Can you do that on a date? I don't know whether you can do that on a date, really. Yeah. I think it's pheromones. It's not. No, there's something about being real. The good ones. Then you attract the good ones. Anyway, what we've got here? We've got the Muse of Inspiration. It's the King of Wands again. This camera's not so good. King of Wands. But you look cute when you're happy anyway. Don't you find that? Six of Materials. Reciprocation. Okay, reciprocation. Let's read this. Six of Pentacles. Let's read this out of the Muse book. Because True reciprocation then, what is it? Well, it's not that, is it? It's not like reciprocation isn't showering you with gifts. If you're not showering them with the gifts, that's not reciprocation. That's imbalance. Six of materials. Yeah, it might just be showing you an extreme version of stuff you've been doing. Too much too soon, giving too much. I know I've done that. Six of materials, giving and receiving, the flow of abundance, being charitable. Oh, generosity came up in the energy update today. Accepting help from others. Power and balance, sidestepping a miserly mindset. May it rain roses. That would be painful. If it was raining roses, it's got thorns on them. The muse whispers, sacred mirrors are all around. And when the energy flows in perfect balance, sacred mirrors. Let's not call it the ugly mirror anymore. Let's call it the sacred mirror. I don't know, the ugly mirror is a better time for it. Sacred mirrors are all around. And when the energy flows in perfect balance, all parties are served. Win-win. I do epilator on my legs every couple of days, just when I notice that there's some more hairs there. Stop doing it on my armpits now. It's too hard to do it. The armpits are too curvy, especially with muscles. It's very hard to, like, there's just no flat surfaces anymore. When I wasn't muscly, there was flat surfaces to be able to do it. It's hard enough to shave. Okay. Focus, Claire. Sacred mirrors are all around, and when the energy flows in perfect balance, all parties are served. Win-win. Loved, found, helped. Oh, all parties are served, loved, found, helped, seen, appreciated, and empowered. Wow, yes. She reminds us that we live in a duality that strives to distribute resources and power between the states of having and having not, between gifting and being gifted. She shows you that needing to receive and needing to give aren't all that different, aside from your perception of who you think you are when you're standing in either spot. I wonder if they think that they need to give. I don't know. Imbalances of energy can arise from holding on to things too tightly, which is stagnation, and not being able to hold on to them at all. That's Christine. You're in the not being able to hold on to them at all. I'm not talking about people, I'm talking about things. You know, knowing your value and having things for yourself, having nice things for yourself. And both states can stem from a mindset rooted in scarcity. Yes, both can. Both do. It's the extremes. I keep on talking about that, right? Look at one extreme, it's toxic. One extreme, the other extreme is toxic. It's the balance in between that we've got to find. So with all of this in mind, what's it showing you? Tracy. You've created an extreme. Are you that extreme too, or are you the other extreme? Because it's a sacred mirror. Give freely, share, open your gentle generosity, and consciously create your gift of time, energy, and money. But choose wisely. You shave your legs. I don't like shaving my legs. Yeah, I use the epilator. I used to get them waxed once a month, but with waxing once a month, it's you're hairy most of the time. I don't like it. I don't have many hairs on my legs because I've been waxing for so long, since my early 20s. So the epilator is just brilliant. It works for me. Kind drops of generosity, prosperity to make. This flow state lends porosity. I give all that I can take. Does that help? It's an occasion, Christine. You're shaving. I'm thinking of shaving next year. I've stopped using a crystal deodorant because it's aluminium. You might as well use a regular supermarket deodorant. And I've started using this. It's called Native deodorant. And they're really strong smelling. It's nice. It's all like natural stuff, but there's one, the one that I've got on right now is called Rose, and it's strong. I couldn't wear it at night. I wear the vanilla one at night. I wouldn't be able to sleep. It's that strong. But the reason that I was thinking about that was because if I don't shave my armpits, I get smelly. I'm sweaty. I'm all sweaty. I'm sweating all the time. I live in the tropics. The sun hasn't come out today, but it's hot. Oh, it's so hot at the moment. We've got like 32, 33 degree days all the time. You only go to the hairdressers once a year. That was me. That was so totally me. Now I'm every 4 months, 3 months. With a mirror and reciprocity, why do we have 4 Queen of Cups on the table? Some of us need to open up and receive again because we've got too closed down because we're too wary about we're too wary about the negative expression of the Queen of Cups, right? And what we've experienced there. Some of us maybe need to close down more and need to realize how we're being too open, too generous with those that don't deserve it. So we've got to do this work ourselves, right? We're all in different places. You might need to open up and receive. Cost you a week's pay to get your hair done. Yeah, you deserve more money, Christine. I started taking a lot better care of myself now. Oh, my friend got me some stuff. Let me show you. Because I'm using a new vitamin C thing on my face, which is very good. And the old one was started going orange. When they start going orange, they're pretty much useless anyway. They're starting degrading. So I'm using that on my body now. I'm sorting the skin out on my body at the moment. But I've got this. I'll show you. I use this Haralaba, which is a Japanese serum, but it's in such big quantities. It's for face, but it's in such big quantities and it's so cheap you can use it on your whole body. So I use that. It's a retinol hyaluronic serum kind of thing. So it's like a great body moisturizer. My friend bought me this, my pregnant friend, for my birthday, but she only brought it around last week. It's a lycopene serum, a Taiwan, and it's like glycerin. So it's a bit of a look, a gloopia. It's not like the other ones are water that I use. This is more of like a gel thing, and it's tomatoes. It's lycopene, and so it's just a serum, the same hyaluronic acid, all of that. But this one particularly good for stretch marks and sun and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm really loving it. She said it's very good. She says people can tell the difference. So I'm loving it. I'm loving finding out about all of the Asian skincare because they're particularly good at skincare. That's the first time I've tried Thai stuff. I've been using Korean and Japanese. I use Japanese sunscreen. Christine needs a cup of tea. It smells nice too. So yeah, lycopene. I don't know if you've ever been sunburned and then wiped a tomato over you, have you? It works. Lycopene's great for skin that's in the sun a lot. So reciprocation. This is it, right? The Queen of Cups, right? So we've got to open up. Open up to who and what though, because it's scary. Got to be smart about it. Hello, Aquawitch. Let's move it up here again. So I've got so many Queen of Cups here. 1, 2, 3. Why didn't you come out of this one? And we've got the wands out for the guys. And we've just got to get more conscious about it, of who to open up to and who not to open, who to go in deep with, who not to, who to give to, who not to, all of that stuff. I've got a really good hairdresser. She can do blonde. Not many can in Asia. They'll turn your hair orange if you let them. Very few hairdressers you can go in Asia. They need to have gone overseas to train to do Western hair, especially blondes. There ain't no blondes in Asia. No natural ones. The hair's very different. She was like, mine is so fine. She says your hair's so thin. She means it's tiny. She's like, it's so small. Your hair's so small, and it is. It's like so soft baby hair. It never grew up. I've got to be very gentle with it. I'm getting it right now. You see the breakage bits are. It's growing. That's great. I mean, those were tiny before, always breaking, and it's growing out now because I'm using those Kerastase products. The night stuff especially. Got some of that arriving today as well. I go through that stuff. A night serum for my hair and the oils. That oils are great. The hair oils really strengthens it. Makes a massive difference in my hair because my hair is so weak. So very weak. So Queens of Cups. Do you personally, which one do you need to do? Do you need to open up more, or do you need to shut down more? Do you need to be smarter about not opening up? Probably both. It's probably both. I probably need to open up more. I mean, it's shown me, like I said, it's not showing me any red flags at all. It's showing me all green flags. I could be a little bit more open. I don't understand why he's not gaining the courage to ask me yet. Maybe I'm not giving him enough signals yet because I'm not being enough open enough. I don't know. It'll happen. He will be going through his stuff as well. I'm interested to find about his previous relationships and what's been going on for him. Can't see the greys. Yeah, I don't know if I've got any greys. I probably will have though because I've got greys somewhere else, but not many. Only like 3. 3 of Pentacles again. Other people and planning with other people. Having a plan. Oh, having a plan about other people. So knowing ourselves and then having a plan of what we do around other people. Right. Like I've talked about. I can't date. I don't want to anyway. I need to get to know people in the community first. I need to be in love with someone before I even go on a date with them because I'm all in by the time I get to that point. I know, I just know. I know where my pitfalls are. So I plan around that. I know what to do in each situation. I know what to do when I notice that there's a narcissist now. I know what to do if someone's aggressive toward me now. I know what to do. Like, I can handle myself now in any kind of situation that I've faced so far. That's the planning. We need to plan of what our action is. That's why that role playing is so important, right? What I did with my counselor and what that guy does too. What is his name? Check out his channel. He's awesome. I'll find it for you. I've had, oh look, the Psychic Cafe. It's come up as the number 1 for me. What's his name? Where is he? Well, there's a role play too with Dr. Todd Grand, but that's not the one. This one, here we go. Patrick Tehan. Patrick, spelt the normal way. Tehan, spelt like a cup of tea with a han on the end. H-A-N. Licsw. So this video that's popped up for me says covert narcissistic father, and it's a role play 3 ways. What he does is the 3-way thing is he role plays the messed up situation. So it sounds like it's a narcissistic father and a son, and a disempowered son. Does a phone conversation like that, messed up, quite triggering if you've been through that kind of thing. Then he role plays it with a loving father in that same situation and the son. Then he role plays the same situation again with the narcissistic father and the empowered son. And it's that last key. It's like we can hope and we wish for the healthy relationships, right? We hope for that middle role play, but it's not going to happen. We need to know that last bit, that last key of how what to say and how to deal with those situations. That's what this is saying. Three of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups here. We need to have a plan of action, know what to do, so that it comes like that when we're confronted with a situation. I know this one. This is what I do. I say no in this situation. I recognize this one. This is what I do. I say, hey, that's not on. I know this one. I get the hell out of there. That kind of thing. So it's a reaction, like automatic, like muscle trained, for me to pull my head away so that the thing doesn't hit me in the head when the spring comes back. Lack of B vitamins, Christine. Pick a card. Can we do what's the thoughts? Yeah, sure. Well, that's usually how they're feeling, because it goes into thoughts, doesn't it? What's your person going through? Yes, thank you, Jamie. Yes, what's your person going through? Let's do that. And are you liking the video extended? I didn't sell as many this time from that blind spot one, but I didn't have any complaints about it either this time. Oh no, I think I did one refund because you just couldn't download. No, I think that was the one before, in fact. Anyway, I'll do that again. Yeah, what's your person going through? Yeah, so his name is Patrick Tehan. I'll put it in here. Patrick Tehan, and then it's like L something, I don't know. Licsw. Reminds me of Lismore for some reason. Licsw. Licsw. His work is just incredible. How lucky are we to have such incredible information, helpful information out there? Thank God we're like, this isn't like 60, 100 years ago when it was all those crappy, not emotionally intelligent, pretty much narcissist guys putting theories out there about how everyone's problems are down to the mother or something like that. You know, that shit. This guy, you know, he's come from a troubled past himself. He's had to heal his inner child himself, and he's got so many tools. And we need that. That's the level we're at. Is like needing that practice, needing to know what to say in a certain situation. One of the biggest things for me to have a counselor, and one of my best friends, in fact, is a gay guy in Holland. I've met him a few times. Long time ago though, but I'm in touch with him every day. But he's my best friend, and he knows everything about me, and he's my rock, hey. But I needed him there because he knows what I've been through, and he's the one that says, "Hey, that was abuse." You know, he's that validation for me. He always calls it out. Whenever I've got into that, maybe it was me, what am I doing, all of that, he's like, hey, you were abused and this is why this has happened. He's not a therapist or anything. He just knows so much about me. There's that validation that you get from especially from watching this guy as well. When you see it in those situations and he's telling it as it is, that is abusive, that is unhealthy, this is healthy. But that's not what we've got. We've not got healthy people around us. This is how you this is how you deal with it when you've not got healthy people around you, when you got the unhealthy ones, you know. It's different but good. The timing, yeah, but the timing's just a gimmick, you know. The timing is just a gimmick. It's not going to be true. That's like the least authentic thing that I do in the whole of my business is that and I do it because I know it sells, but it's a gimmick. The timing thing is a gimmick. Sorry. It's what we want to hear. It's the ego part of the reading. I know, right? But we needed to go through it, Christine. We needed to go through all of that, apparently, to get where we are now. If we didn't go through it, we wouldn't have to heal it. If we didn't have to heal it, then we wouldn't be ready for healthy relationships. Do you know what I mean? If we didn't have like really unhealthy relationships, there would be no drive to have a really healthy relationship. If you just had a little bit of shit in your life, you wouldn't do anything about it, is what I'm saying. You wouldn't do anything about it because there's no need to. Why are the narcissists not changing? Because they don't need to. They don't need to. It's serving them. Free will in both parties. Model the whole time, yeah. It's so hard, Melissa. It is hard. It's none of this is easy. We try and make it easier on ourselves. But it's empowerment that I'm talking about, right? Is how to be empowered though, because it's not shutting down. It is shutting down at first. Like Christine, you're doing the right thing. Don't let me tell you, you're not. You absolutely are. When we realize, damn, I've got like really unhealthy people around me, and I'm like, I don't know how to handle this at all, and I'm doing the wrong thing, and I'm not taking care of myself. But you go home, you shut those doors, and you close down. That is the healthy thing to do. And then you start healing yourself, right? And doing self-love and the inner child work. But there comes a point where we've got to do this planning to deal with people, right? We've got to learn and be able to deal with these situations because they're going to be there because we're in a world with 7.7 billion people, and most of them are really unhealthy. Most. By far the majority. By far. So we can't stay hidden away. And we can't stay hidden away because of the Queen of Cups. It's not in our nature to. We're not being authentic if we stay hidden away. And I'm not saying that anyone that is in that, remember, Christine, you're doing the right thing at the moment. Anyone that is in that initial stage of like, oh shit, what am I doing out here? I'm making a mess of everything. I need to do the self-love thing. But if you're ready to deal with people, to get out there again, it's the having all of those tools. And it's not just about having the tools either, because I'm watching that guy, that Patrick guy, and it's healing release. It's healing release. I don't want to be a blubbering mess when I get into this new family situation, which I seem to be headed into now, because they seem really healthy. I don't want to be like, you know, to do something nice to me and like, bah. I don't want to be like that. I want to be able to handle it. And so a lot of that, like, crying needs to come out. You know, so I watch his videos and then I'm seeing like little Claire in that situation and even adult Claire in that situation going, ow, yeah, that hurt and that was bad. It's that, like I said about my best friend, you need someone there saying that is unhealthy. Otherwise, we trip out and go, no, it's okay. No, I can get around this. No, I can heal it. No, I can put up with it. No, it's unhealthy. Hey, Mimi. We must burn completely to rise again. Crash. Crash and burn. It's hard. Yeah, the pain. Ouch. I want to feel that shit. It's hard. But nor can we be really open. So if we're not feeling it, are we truly open like this? Or are we bypassing it and trying to stay open, forcing ourselves to stay open even though we've got crap all around us and we don't know how to handle it to keep ourselves safe? That's not truly open. That's being abusive to our inner child. That's what that is. If we force ourselves to stay open and we're around shitheads and we're taking the blow of all of their grenades, that is us not self-loving. That is us being mean to our inner child. That's like saying, hey, little 4-year-old Billy, get out there on the front lines and fight this battle for me. Mean. The monsters are real, they are. So are the angels, absolutely. It's all out there. It's all out there. I'm myself an angel. Well, it's where you won't be, of course. But He's great so far. He was there all along. I think maybe we have a post-traumatic stress disorder connection now. I think we have a wound connection because my high blood pressure is post-traumatic stress disorder from my childhood, from my life. There's nothing else it can be. There I was trying to find out, oh no, it's magnesium deficiency, oh it's this, and I had other stuff going on for sure, but it wasn't any of that. It's post-traumatic stress disorder is what it is, and even though I haven't had an episode, when was the last time? The last time was either when I was staying with my ex over in the bay over there. And that wasn't good for my inner child. Put myself in a situation now where there was drugs involved, and it doesn't surprise me that I had an episode then. Episode meaning waking up screaming in the night. It happens when I put myself in stressful situations. It happens when my inner little Claire is terrified. The time before that it happened, I don't know whether these were switched around or not, was when Mr. Last Year, after we broke up, after I left that situation, and then his boss, the psycho, started to threaten me. Hide it then. The post-traumatic stress disorder comes up in me when the inner child isn't feeling safe because I'm not keeping her safe. The reason I think he's got, or he might have post-traumatic stress disorder is I see that he was in the army. I see that he has what looks like shrapnel scars on his chest. And I see yesterday that he's got a lot of surgery scars, very, very faint, but he's got a lot of them and they're very well done, so it's recent. And he's only, 40, and he's retired from the army. Why would someone retire from the army? I think we might have a connection like that. We'll see. Anyway. And why is he single too? He's such a great guy. I mean, he's probably saying the same about me as well, but why? Anyway, be interesting to find out. The Fool, a new journey. Risky. Risky to open up, but we might still have to open up to learn, to see, to practice it, to put it into practice. I should do like photos of me enacting these. Like put a tea towel on my head and hold crystal balls up like that. Optimism and freedom. We've got to be optimistic though. We're not stupidly optimistic. We have to take some risks, but set ourselves free. Learn. See you, Jamie. Have a good one. Where are you going this weekend? Did I miss that? Or did I just forget? What do you think? Do you think I should reenact the tarot cards? That would be a fun thing to do. Take photos. Me doing that. A tea towel strategically placed so you can't see my boobs. Half in and half out of the swimming pool. I could have a lot of fun doing that. The crystal ball in one hand and the big rose quartz in the other hand. It's a new journey. Always a new journey. Stepping into it again, giving it a go. Well, the fridge didn't arrive yet. What was it? What was your thing? Yeah, the ego wants to control. That's why we want the timing. I know. But what can I do? I'm like, guys, if I do the gimmicky thing, I sell stuff and it fills up my bank account. If I do the authentic stuff, I don't make money. It's like, guys, come on. Help a girl out. What's your person going through? That's what it is. What's your person going through? How can I remember that? Oh, to your sisters to help work on wedding decor and get bridesmaids dress fitting done. Cool. That sounds like fun. Let's get some more cards out then before we're done. Spaciousness. What do I no longer need? Help me, God, to release whatever people, places, or things drain my vital essence. Well, that's so important too, the draining ones. Covert narcissists. They're the sneaky ones that get in because they pretend to be empaths like us. And they kind of are a little bit like that, but they use it for their own gain. There's a lot in the spiritual and therapy world too. The draining, that's how you can tell. The draining to be around. Who else drains us? Show me what will fill me with enthusiasm and joy. Yes! I know who fills me with enthusiasm and joy. Really, lots and lots of joy. About time. It's a cowboy. Yeehaw! What was it again? Why can't I keep that in my head? What are they going through? What are they going through? What are they going through? What are they? I can't even remember my phone number. I haven't learned my phone number yet. I'm in Thailand. I know my Australian number. It's 041 42 43 491. I haven't got that number anymore. You can call it if you want. That's in Australia. 041 42 43 491. That was my old number. I lost the SIM when I got my Thai SIM. Dropped out my purse. I switched it over. Which is a pain in the ass. Not having that SIM. Maybe I should get an Australian phone number because I do need it. What site is it? There's one site in particular where it won't let you do something unless it has to send a text to an Australian number, not my number here. Pain in the ass. I don't know my Thai number. I have to get my phone out each time to find out what it is. Maybe I should learn it. Maybe I should just like spend the day learning it. Make powerful moves, body and soul. So this King of Wands energy and the Knight of Wands energy that we've got going on, that's us too. It's not just about other people, you know. We've got to get ourselves to that place where we can make powerful moves and not just be courageous and chance it, especially not based on a reading. Based on reason, not reading. A powerful move, body and soul, be all in. A new start, be all in it when we decide to do it. After all due diligence and having all of our tools with us. Back to the beginning, the elementalist. Now it makes sense, right? The elementalist. All of the tools that we've got inside of us, all the resources. Don't leave any of them out. Everything that we've learned, got to take it with us, including the mystic stuff. Yeah. So yeah, Jamie. Body and soul, powerful move. Should we get anything else out? Let's get one of these out. I've not used this for ages. Tell us more about this. Balancing the brain. So my nervous system and my blood pressure is directly related to another level of post-traumatic stress disorder. The most obvious of my symptoms is when I have that screams thing, and that is my inner child screaming. Of course it is, because it was my child. It was the little Claire that was beaten in bed, and that's why it comes out in that point where when I'm not conscious, when I'm not consciously awake. And so the inner child comes out then, screams because she's about to be attacked in bed, or so she thinks. Happens so much, I mean, from such an early age. So that's one level of it. That's the most extreme level of it, but there's levels below that, and I'm certain. It's about my breathing. It's about me stopping breathing. Hiding. You don't want to be found as a kid. Stop breathing. You don't want to be noticed because it's dangerous to be noticed. Because you're going to get hit. You're going to get hit because there's an angry man in the room or an angry woman in the room. If you don't diminish your energy and you're breathing, you can get hit. So there's that level of it. It affects my breathing, and that affects my nervous system too. Of course, the nervous system is involved in it, the amygdala, the part of the brain that is dealing with threats. Lockdown's supposed to be lifted on Tuesday. That's good news, Christy. We're doing good here. Still. We don't seem to have had an outbreak from that dickhead that went to Bangkok and got it and brought it back and then went out without doing the proper things. Asshole. Anyway, we've got balancing the brain. This is also about collecting those tools as well, having that knowledge about ourselves and the knowledge of what's healthy, but they're not explaining. You see, because if we just want what's healthy, we can go into La La Land then and just be like Pollyanna going, no, but everyone else should just be healthy. Well, they're not. So get over it. Get into reality. They're not healthy. There's a lot of spiritual people that do that. Everyone else should be perfect. And because I'm triggered right now, you know, how many people are doing that? I'm triggered. Everyone else needs to change. No, you need to know that like everyone's going to be dicks and deal with it. Balance yourself. I can be and do all at once. No, that's not a good idea. Balancing the brain, balancing the nervous system. I want to get more this. I'm drawn to these cards lately. These Wisdom of the Oracle, I really like it. I'm getting really thin. I'm getting really thin because my skin is like baggy. That's why I've got to use all of these lotions and potions to try and sort it out. I've got like, I think 1 more kilo and then I'm like target. Not that I particularly want to be thinner than I am right now, but it's better for me, for my health. To the sea, change. Into the unknown. She's in a paper boat. To the sea, yeah, this is about change and into the unknown. Could be for some of you, for some of us. Time to open up more. Do you think that's why the Queen of Cups has come out? I'm not satisfied with that card. I need more. Co-create and come to the edge. People, okay. It's about people. We need to co-create. We need to be around other people. And yeah, and that is scary. Well, it's only scary before you've got the tools to deal with it, right? Then, even once you've got the tools to deal with it, then you need practice to get comfortable with it. You need to use it a few times to be comfortable in using it. And then you realize how powerful you are, that you can use it and you can get yourself out of those situations. So, yeah, it does involve risk, right? But the universe wants us to be around our people. It wants us to co-create. It wants us to come together with the right people. It really does. There's a reason that they just keep on going on and on and on about relationships, because it's not just about romantic relationships, it's about everything. You'll notice it's not just playing out in romantic relationships, it's playing out with friendships, it's playing out with everyone. So we've got to heal ourselves to co-create. Not wait for the perfect ones to come in. They are there. Not perfect, but you know what I mean. As perfect as we are, which we're not, but those doing the work, they're out there. But we've got to be one of those people ourselves. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Fridge, you can arrive now. Look, my skin's all baggy. Baby belly. It does catch up a little bit, never completely. So everyone else got like saggy belly skin from babies. Probably everyone, apart from the guys. So thanks everyone for coming along. Thank you for your support of my channel. It's very much appreciated. You got to be that right person first, Christine. It doesn't happen by magic, unfortunately. I waited a long time. It's do a lot of work to get myself there. Okay. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you. I'll see you on Monday. The energy updates for each star sign is going to be out later on, about 10 hours time. Check that out. I will. I'll have a good weekend. I might have a boyfriend next time I see you. I might be in the same situation. It doesn't matter. I don't care. It's good. It's all good. I like it. Slowly. See ya. Bye.